You should be watching.
Late for the show, but ready to go. What's good, people? We're gonna talk about the S.H.Figuarts nail, and then I'm, basically gonna give you the rundown of everything, and then we're gonna theory craft on about what's gonna happen next in terms of Z releases, because we already know we're in Diamond Wonderland. But here you have S.H.Figuarts nail, a long time coming, rounding out the Frieza saga for the most part. We're gonna come back to that. And we have the delivery month of November 2025, so later this year. Pre-orders are already open. For well, point of reference, this was supposed to come out the same day as that last roundup, and that last roundup is already been out for a little while. So yeah, I'm sorry for the lateness, but let's go through the accessories real quick. There goes the height. Main body interchangeable hands left and right times 3 types, interchangeable head parts times 4 types, interchangeable right arm parts, the one where his arm is regenerated, we're gonna go through the pictures real quick. Interchangeable scarf. All right, cool. There goes the scarf, and of course his jacket, and powering up. Like I said, I'm going through this real quick so we can get to the theory crafting, and also I don't want to make this video any longer than it needs to be. There goes the arm being regenerated, which is a nice accessory, I can't lie. Of course, this area is posed with first form Frieza. Now, as for the price point, definitely overpriced, but what are you going to do at this point? You're either going to complain about it or not buy it. There's literally no in between at this point. Or you can find it for a discount somehow, somewhere, right? But premium Bandais tend to be a bit more unforgiving in the aftermarket, especially if it was like at an event or some type of event exclusive, you know? That being said, I said earlier, this rounds out the Frieza saga for the most part, because technically speaking, that Frieza era of characters, they didn't do, like, for example, Lord Slug, but Lord Slug is a movie character, right? So they could technically drop that character at their leisure, which is what they kind of tend to do, more or less, with movie characters. Of course, the movie characters in a given saga that they're focused on are going to take priority, but any movie character, I guess, could be dropped at a certain time. Technically speaking, like Nail should have. I said Nail. Lord Slug should have been dropped, but also at the same time, I'm not sure how many people is really checking for a Lord Slug release. That's no shot to Lord Slug, but I don't see a lot of people commenting that. I see the same characters over and over usually. Oh, where's Janemba? Oh, where's Kid Buu? Oh, where's Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta? Where's Super Saiyan Gogeta? You know, clearly characters that fans are very much clamoring for, right? What else do I see people asking for? You know, where's Perfect Cell? And now third parties doing 2 Perfect Cells, but we'll talk about that another time. In terms of what's next, in terms of, Z figures, now that Nail has rounded out for the most part, and then also, technically speaking, Tamashii is never done, and keep this in mind, so don't be surprised if they actually do it. Technically speaking, Tamashii has never done the very first appearance Super Saiyan Goku. Bombastic, what do you mean? We got mad Frieza Saga Gokus, but we never got that first transformation Goku where he still has the complete blue shirt on, you know? It's not torn in half or anything like that. That first iconic panel, right, where he still has the blue shirt on. We technically never got that as a figure. So don't be surprised if they double back and then drop that. I didn't even think of that until somebody pointed it out to me. I'm trying to remember who pointed it out. Damn it. Well, shout yourself out in the comments if you remember telling me that. But either way, next in terms of Z figures, there's so much they could do. Personally, if I'm to put my own fan bias aside, I know it's another Goku, and I know a lot of people are like, we have 1,000,001 Gokus. Well, Goku's the main character. Get used to it. But I would like them to hurry up and drop that Yardrat Goku. We already got Mecha Frieza. We already got the Trunks to go with him. And we got King Cold. So all the characters from the significant characters from those set of episodes where Future Trunks first showed up. Yardrat Goku. Just round that out real quick. And of course, I'm looking forward to the androids, 17 and 18 specifically. When I think they'll actually be dropped, I don't know, but I do know this: when they are dropped, and this is kind of like we just kicking it, talking like homies part of the video. So if you're not really interested in this, feel free to click off. I don't want to hold you hostage, but it would be very nice if you did stay. That being said, I'll be super excited for 17 and 18 because that could potentially be the heralding of an actual official release, Future Gohan, you know? Because then you have those two to double team them, and they already giving you stuff, and you know, all the options to pose for Future Gohan is basically what I'm trying to say. And then I'm sure not too far after that will be that Future Kid Trunks, right? But it's a lot of different ways they could go in terms of the next Z release. I have a theory that especially if you guys, anybody watches my third-party stuff. So, third-party Dragon Ball, 2 third-party Dragon Ball companies have announced the Perfect Cell, and I found that awfully weird, like very sudden. Like, why all of a sudden this studio, KW Studio, and what's the other one? RR Studio. Is that supposed to be Red Ribbon? Either way, all of a sudden announced 2 Perfect Cells. Like, did they get wind of something at Tamashii going on? Because if that's the case, if that be true, and for those that don't know, right, why would third-party companies making something unofficial at something official coming? I'll give you an example, and I always give this example. So back in, like, what, 2 years ago now, when Demoniacal Fit, another third-party company, very probably one of the most well-known ones, announced that they just out of nowhere announced an adult GT Goku, and I'm like, who asked for this? We still waiting for your Future Gohan, which ironically till this day we're still waiting for. We're still waiting for your Future Gohan, and at this point in time, I don't think the Tenacious Martials Goku had dropped yet, but it did end up dropping like a few months later. But they announced this adult GT Goku, and I'm like, who asked for this? I mean, it's cool or whatever, but who asked for this? We waiting for the shit that you announced already. And then like a month or 2 later, Kid GT Goku came out, and I was like, oh, that's why that adult GT Goku release came out of nowhere. And more recently, I would say in the past year or so, even up until recent times with DKO, we had the like a huge surge of Super Saiyan 2 Goku head sculpts. Like, there's literally like 4, 5, 6 different Super Saiyan 2 Goku head sculpt. Seriously, like, it's ridiculous. And behold, behold, we have Tamashii announce a general release version of Super Saiyan 2 Goku. You know, so I think these third parties are sometimes hip to what's going on behind the scenes. And I said all that to say, right, because the theory crafting is supposed to be official. So if 2 Perfect Cells got announced, we gotta think, okay, assuming that this is a preemptive, I guess you could say, response. Does that even make sense? If it's preemptive, how could it be a response? I don't. Y'all get what I'm trying to say, right? So what we will have to think is, all right, what could go with what could go with Perfect Cell? Tamashii themselves could announce their own Perfect Cell, even though I don't think that's coming just yet. Tamashii could announce like the Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, because you got to really think about it. I was originally, like, when they was doing the Android stuff, I thought they was just gonna go in order, but a couple years ago they just jumped straight to Cell Games Gohan. I was like, oh shit, that's a surprise. They just jumped straight to it, so they could jump all over the saga, is what I'm saying. So Super Saiyan 2 Gohan could come. Super Vegeta, which is on my personal list of things which I think is gonna come. The top of this list, though, for me, damn it. Sorry, guys, I dropped my headphone, fell out my ear, and this shit rolled to the fucking void. Hold on. I'm gonna pause the video real quick, and then we're gonna come right back. Probably like 5 minutes for you, 1 minute. I mean, a second. 5 minutes for me, a second for you. Y'all get what I'm saying. So, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by my headphone, I think at the top of my list for one of the next Z figures to come out, and this could be completely wrong, I think Semi-Perfect Cell could be coming out soon, just because they have a re-release of the first form Cell that'll already be fresh in the pockets of people, even though it doesn't seem like that really needed a re-release. That's been in stock on like Big Bad Toy Store for the longest, you know. Like I don't think it ever went out of stock, to be honest. So a re-release, it's like, you know, seems kind of pointless, but maybe it's not. You know, maybe they have an idea of something that I don't have. But either way, they re-releasing that, and then having second form cell come out, most likely as a premium Bandai. You already have your first form cell. This will be also a larger figure. It's going to gain a lot of traction, and then also here come the third party. Hey, you just got your second form cell from official. Hey, we giving you perfect cell. Boom. Now you have the full evolution, you know? But wait, I feel like I had another character that I think could be coming in terms of Z stuff. I'm gonna... Who else can go with perfect cell? I guess Ultra Trunks could go with perfect cell, but truth be told, I think they'll get Super Vegeta before Grade 3 Trunks or Ultra Trunks. But that's pretty much oh! How could I forget? Another Goku. I was about to end the video. Another Goku. What would this Goku be? And here's like just me spitballing a theory. This is probably completely wrong. They'll give us a full power Super Saiyan Goku. It would go with the Gohan that's already out from the Cell games. And once again, it would pair well with the perfect cells. And this would be, of course, an all new mold. It'll be 3.5, 4.0. And don't worry, there's a reason why I'm calling it that too. I'm gonna actually redo the body molds video. Not even redo it. It's probably gonna be more like a sequel to that video. And it's gonna be more like why numbering body molds is kind of irrelevant at this point. I'm gonna show you why, especially because I bought some new figures recently, and it was very interesting because it's still made by Tamashii Nation, still S.H.Figuarts. It's just a different, IP. But that being said, that's the teaser for that video. That video might not be out till like the weekend or something like that. But until next time, this has been my rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Kicked it like the homies. And until next time, peace. Your support is always greatly appreciated. This has been BombasticPlastic. I just closed this video out twice. Fuck it though. We balled. This has been BombasticPlastic. Stay fantastic. Have an absolutely wonderful day.
One more thing!
So last little bit about the Goku part that I completely forgot to mention. So I said it would be an updated full power Super Saiyan Goku, right? I said it would go with the Gohan that's already out, and it would pair well with the cells, right? But also with they could literally reveal this Goku in a couple weeks on Goku Day, which would be May 9th. Now, will that actually happen? Most likely not. They haven't revealed anything on Goku Day literally since 2020, and you know what that Goku reveal was? Super Saiyan 4 Goku. And we know that the official Super Saiyan 4 Goku, it came out in 2020, so that's been a minute ago. But yeah, I wouldn't have my hopes up for Goku Day. That's just me spitballing a theory, But peace.